Let's make this a casual talk. You know why? There's a lot of things I don't understand that are happening in our world, and I don't know why they are happening. I should be talking about 17 young men. That's only the report they're giving us 17. 17 of our soldiers killed in action. I guarantee you it's much higher than that. And it's really upsets me that our government cannot come out and tell us the truth on anything. You ask them, is today Monday? They say, oh no, it's Tuesday, and you can believe them. But we all know it's Monday. Oh well. Now let's take the Tate brothers. Now there's a lot of people on social media saying, oh, it was fake. Look how the U.S. Marshals were dressed. That it was a fake arrest. Bullshit. It was a real arrest. Okay? They are locked up. They're in MDC, Miami right now. And they're going to be there for a while. They ain't getting out. There's not going to be any bail because there's an extradition order to the United Kingdom. Folks, forgive me, okay? I got to relax here. And folks, when you come in, please subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. Okay? I appreciate it. All right? As you all know, I was in the military. Okay? So I know Pete Hegseth, the head of the department, they call it the Department of War. Folks, it's the Department of Defense. Okay? I don't give a shit what Trump wants to call it. It's the Department of Defense. Okay? And that's what they should be doing. But instead, he's getting us into more wars, and he doesn't care how many of our soldiers get killed in action. Okay? Who's this? Hang on. Hello?
This is the medical center calling with an appointment reminder message. We are calling to remind you of an appointment at the West Los Angeles VA Medical Center on Wednesday, July 4, the patient born on December 17. If you are experiencing any flu-like symptoms such as cough, sore throat, fever, headache, or loss of smell or taste, please contact the clinic for guidance on COVID-19 screening procedures and to determine if you should still make any scheduled in-person appointments. Or if you have safety concerns about coming in for your in-person appointment.
Come on. Get to the point.
Virtual or telephone
All I gotta do is hit one.
by calling 1.
Holy Christ, they got the longest damn thing just to confirm an appointment.
To confirm this appointment confirmed.
There. All right, folks. Sorry for that there. As soon as I saw the number come up, I knew who it was for. Okay? So, so where was I? Okay? I don't care what they were wearing. Okay? When the marshals, FBI, or any organization comes to get you, they don't give a shit what you're wearing. Okay? Because once they take you into custody, all right, you're going to be wearing the prison garb that they give you. Okay? Now, let's talk about these guys. Now, folks, I don't want you to leave me a comment because you know what? A lot of people actually like the Tate brothers. And folks, I don't understand how anybody could possibly like those two guys. And they call these guys influencers. What? They call them influencers. Yeah, they're pedophiles. They traffic young women. They beat young women. Folks, I wouldn't really care. They lock them up and throw the key away. Okay? But that's my opinion. Okay? Tell me how you're going to feel. And don't forget, folks, they got charges here in the United States. So the first thing is going to be taken care of the cases here in the United States. Then, after that case is over, they will be extradited to the United Kingdom. You know how many charges and witnesses they got so far against them over there, folks? See, they're not like the United States. They take law very seriously, okay? They've done a deep investigation on the Tate brothers. 59 charges. You heard me right. 59 charges. And I know it's so far 7 to 9 witnesses, victims, victims they're going to be. All right? Now, who are good friends with the Tate brothers? I'm sure you already know what I'm going to say because it's in my title. All right? Trump and his family. Trump and his family. The president of our country and his sons are close friends with the Tate brothers. Why? How? Our president and his family is supposed to be on the top against crime, against people like this. Okay? But no, they're for them. So what's that tell you about Trump and his family? Okay? It's just like he doesn't give a shit, all right, of how many of our soldiers are dying in Iran. He don't care. He doesn't know that, oh yeah, he'll make a big deal when the caskets come back and they come off the plane, okay, and all that bullshit. All right? Yeah, you're right, Fawn, Mandy, you're all right there, okay, with your comments, okay, Agent Orange? Everybody says the same thing. Birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, so now all the truth is coming out. And folks, I don't know what other political people the Tate brothers know. Are they going to get out of all this mess? Is Trump going to help them get out of it? Oh, he pardoned all the January 6th rioters. And look at what happened to a lot of the people he pardoned. They were pedophiles. They're back in prison. Okay? He can't pardon them again. Okay? You're right, Wanderer. You're known by the company you keep. And our President of the United States is not keeping good company. Okay? So, how can we trust him? We're brought up to believe that we could trust our president. All right? But you can't. See that speech he gave last week? Did you hear him when he said the economy is the best ever in American history? He's talking to himself, not to us. He really thinks it. Because he's never been in a grocery store, okay? He doesn't know what grocery store prices are. At the same time, he was giving his speech, okay? The news was saying that the price of oil is going up again, so your gas prices are going to cost you more money, okay? You're right, previously frozen studio. He's never had a job in his life, okay? And people say he's such a great businessman, okay? Folks, I could take a donkey and put them in charge of a casino and it will make money. He's the only person I know that had two casinos and went bankrupt on them both. You know how difficult that's got to be? How dumb you got to be? He wasn't a businessman, okay? He's lucky his father was who his father was. Otherwise, nobody would know about him, okay? Nobody. Mandy, thank you for reminding me because I never promote it. And I've been doing it for people who are members of the Gangster Squad. Right there in my profile, please join. Okay, it's only $4.99 a month. Okay, I would appreciate it because you get things before other people do. Okay, all right, and you're going to be getting a lot more. So, folks, join, become a member, please, of the Gangster Squad. Okay, is that what it's called there, Mandy? I forget sometimes. Uh, Candy Cane. Hey, honey, how are you? Good to see you. Reality, sadly. I look like your Russian grandpa, huh? He must have been a good looking guy. Fisherman said, Dude! No, my name's not Dude. Fisherman, my name is Ori. I hate it when people call me Dude. It tells you the respect that they have. None. Did you get rid of him, Andy? Thank you. Okay. Folks, I come to you, I'm very respectful, and I expect the same in return. Okay? So, folks, please go join the Gangster Squad. All right? Hit that like button. Please subscribe. Okay? I don't know why I gotta tell people that every day. I really don't. So, folks, you could tell that lately a lot of things that are happening in our country that I'm getting pissed off about. And I'm not the only one. And all of you should be upset with this bullshit, okay, that we gotta listen to. I don't listen. I don't even want to hear his voice anymore, okay? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Alright? I gave you the breaking news. Tom, yeah, Tom T.Y., yes, the one. Alright? You're busy today, huh? Yeah, all the trolls come up. Mandy, don't worry about it. Get rid of them. I don't care. Okay? All right, do what you gotta do, Mandy. You know this game. You know the trolls come in. A lot of people love me, and then the trolls hate me. Trolls are no people. They're just things that are made up. So I don't give a shit if they hate me. Okay? Oh, Newsom, I can go on. That's another story. All right? Uh, You can't tolerate fun. You can't. Same here. I cannot tolerate even listening to him. Every freaking word that comes out of his mouth is a lie. He couldn't tell the truth no matter what he tried. And I don't like talking and putting our president down. Okay? We should be looking up to our president. But those days are gone. Okay? With guys like that, MAGA, MAGA supporters. We got any MAGA people here? Okay? They're like, they're such a different type of person. I can't even begin to tell you. I'm sure we don't have a lot of them here. Thank you, Elizabeth, for sending the gold coin. Okay, folks, send me anything you can. Okay, make sure you are subscribing and make sure you continuously hit the like button. I know Mandy and everybody else. Huh? You're right, Agent Orange. MAGA. They don't care about to protect females and children. Well, that's evident. They're very close friends with the Tate brothers. The Tate brothers are known pedophiles, known woman beaters, known sexual transporters. Wait. It just dawned on me. They transport women. So, do you think now? I'm not making no accusation here. Don't get me wrong. You think he's transporting women to members of the Trump family? Young girls, just like the Epstein? Hmm, that's something to think about. All right? Gary, yes, I got a lot of very dangerous mafia stories. I'm going to be telling you about them. Join the Gangster Squad, become a member, and I will tell you so. You want those stories? You must pay. Okay? You know what? I got a phone call today. I know somebody referred me to somebody on Instagram saying that these people wanted to interview me. I said, well, give them my phone number. And today, this person gives me a phone call. I had a talk with him. He tells us how he's got 5 million subscribers. I can't even remember his name or the name of his YouTube channel. I said, that's great. They said, sir, are you willing to pay us to be on the show? I said, what? I said, no, I'm the one that gets paid to go on your show. I don't pay you. I've done over 300 interviews. A lot of them have paid me, and a lot I do for nothing. You know why I do the ones for nothing? There's some young people beginning a channel, okay, and I hope I could help them out, okay, they're respectful and things like that. But for them to have the audacity to ask me, what are these people, crazy? All right, what do they think they got? All right? Boy. Hello, Tim, how are you? Wonder, you keep kicking yourself out. How come? Okay, hey, folks, there's also a button down there called the thanks button. It's a dollar sign. All right, if you wanted to support my channel, feel free to hit it. Donate whatever you could afford. And I understand times are tough. Okay. Yeah. Agent Orange says you can't make this shit up. You sure can't make this shit up. Okay. And then you got these idiots saying the Tate brothers were not arrested Saturday. Okay. What world are these people living in? And they get a lot of viewers. Okay? There's Cooper again. And folks, by the way, all right, if you haven't bought my book yet, okay, here it is, right here. The Accidental Gangster, from insurance salesman to Hollywood fixture. You folks are asking me for gangster stories. There's some of those in here. You want to see the gangsters who I knew? I knew all the old time gangsters. I knew Frank Costello personally. I knew Russell Bufalino personally. I knew Meyer Lansky personally. I knew Carlo Marcello personally. I was close friends with Sonny Franchese for 50 years on the East Coast. On the West Coast, I was with Jimmy Cacci. Okay, you're talking to a guy here that was under two underbosses in the country. You don't get this opportunity often, folks. Okay? You don't get this opportunity. The normal standard is, okay, you know why I didn't become a made man? You see all those names I mentioned to you? I could speed dial them, okay? Once I became a man, if I did become a man, and I was offered and I turned my button down twice. Once I did that, I had to report to my captain. I can't go directly to the bosses. You understand this? You gotta understand how the life works. All right? Gary Grandma. Gary, I gotta tell you, back in the day, me and woman, there's Wander hitting that $5 thanks button. God bless you, Wander. You gotta get to California. I gotta meet you someday. All right, wonderful lady there, folks. All right, thank you so much. All right, my friend, my dear friend Wander. Okay, here's a woman that's working her butt off to survive in this world, just like all of us are. Okay, she sent $5. Okay, yeah. That's the kind of people that I have. Those are the subscribers. All right? You're going to meet me someday, Wander. Somewhere, somehow, some way, we're going to make it happen. Okay? Oh, don't worry, we definitely will. And I want to thank you so much for that $5. You see, folks, it's for the people who hit that thanks button, is how I get paid to come to you live every day. Sometimes twice a day. I've been coming to you twice a day. Justin, you don't want to be a gangster. Okay? Forget it. Justin, in today's world, you can't go a half a block without having your picture taken. You get caught so quickly today. M culture, I won't even answer that question what my last meal will be. Okay? What concern of it is to you anyway? I don't think about what my last meal wants to be. So, folks, keep hitting that like button. And if you're new here and you just subscribe, please leave a comment that you just subscribed so I can give you a shout out. I appreciate that there. All right. So, folks, leave me a comment. Now, I said a lot about the Trump family and the Tate brothers. Okay? I'm not seeing a lot of comments about it over here. Okay? Is it not something? Thank you, Barbie Love. Barbie Love, just subscribe. Thank you. I Furman, yes, I'm having a great day. Okay? Hi, Barbie. Barbie Doll. I like that name, Barbie Doll. Hey, Barbie, I'll tell you a little story. The script being written off of my book here, The Accidental Gangster, script was written by George Gallo. And in the beginning, it all begins with a Barbie doll. So you're going to love it, all right? And I'm going to tell you that story some other time. So please, folks, continue, okay? Okay, Thomas, you go back and listen to the replay. You're right, Rhonda. I never heard of these guys. You know something? I got to tell you. Michael Frank Chase went to Romania and meet with him. Michael Frank Chase had him on his channel a couple times. I got to ask Michael, what's wrong with you? You don't see, Michael don't believe the government. So he says that. But he's surrounded by government people every day. Why in the freaking world, Michael? I got to ask you, buddy. I got to ask you. Why would you have no pedophile woman beater around you? Okay? If you were selling the like, you wouldn't have them around you. Why are you doing that? Are you doing it just for the clicks and the likes? Anybody here know Michael? Let him know what I just said. I don't run, I don't hide. Okay? Yeah. I bet you Michael's changed his mind. Alright? He dare he look at Michael and I, we've had our problems, we worked them out. But Michael, I gotta tell you, I got a problem by you having the Tate brothers on. Okay? I have a problem with you having some of these other former gangsters who became rats, who beat women. You know who I'm talking about. Okay? Hot Wangy calling me dumb, Mandy. You see that, Hot Wangy there? Huh? What do you think we should do with him, Mandy? Huh? Real George Farmer says the Tate brothers are a laugh. See, folks, if you're not respectful, I gotta tell you up front, Mandy will see it, and she's gonna throw you out. Okay? So if that's what you wanna do, you go ahead and leave disrespectful remarks. See, I am 81 years old. I lived to 81 because I'm a man of my word. I'm respectful. I'm honorable, very loyal. And that's how I live, folks. That's why I'm still alive. Because I do the right thing, because it's the right thing to do. And if I tell you I'm going to do something, you could bet your boots it's going to get done. Okay? You could bet your boots because I do what I say I will do. Thank you, Justin. Old school is cool. They don't make them like us anymore. Okay? The youth of our children, our country today, all right, are not respectful. Not at all. It's terrible. Okay? You know what's funny, folks? I'm telling you a story about the Trumps and about the Tate brothers. But you know who knows all about this? Gen Z. All right? The Gen Z know about this. They're the one. They're sick and tired of what's going on in Washington, D.C. They see it. And I got to respect that. Okay? We got a lot of Gen Z doing really good here on YouTube and other stations. Okay? They did an awful lot. We got to 50 likes, Mandy. That's pretty good. Not bad. It should be 100. Okay? But I'm talking about the Gen Z. This is what is going to determine the midterms. Okay? And if the midterms were held today, okay, I gotta say the Republicans would get demolished. Trump has about one more month to turn the country around, turn the economy, stop the war. About 1 month he's got. Okay? And he can't do it. And he won't do it. Alright? He just won't. You know why? You see, he's only thinking about himself and the money that he can make for himself and his family. And thus far, it's over $6 billion that he's made for his family. Okay? Yeah, he's utilized the presidency of the United States like no other president in history. Yeah, they all make money normally when they leave office. He's making it while he's in office. You know why? A lot of them go on speaking engagements after they're president, they get paid big money. But looky, they watch Trump every day giving speeches. They don't like his speeches. He doesn't even know what the hell he's saying sometimes. Somebody asked me, the first home I ever bought was in Rome, New York. I was just got married. I was about 22 years old. I was selling insurance for the Prudential Insurance Company. I bought my home. Are you ready for this? You're not going to believe this. For $7,500. And I bought it furnished. It was a two-bedroom, one bath. Okay, three. We had a cellar, the main floor, and an upstairs. Okay, and a nice backyard. 7,500. Then the last home I purchased, I paid $55,000. I put $20,000 down. This was a three-story home with a cellar that had a complete kitchen. I had a bar. I mean, it was like a restaurant. That was my cellar. All right, the second floor was the living room, the den, the parlor, okay, and the kitchen. And then I had three bedrooms and two baths upstairs. And a backyard like you would not believe. You know what that house is worth today? If I kept it, about $600,000. That's in Rome, New York, folks. Okay. Today, the average home in the country, they were saying this on TV yesterday, is over $400,000. And folks, okay, people can't afford to buy a home today. They can't afford the interest rate. They don't have enough for the down payment that they need. Okay, it's almost impossible in today's world for people to be able to buy a home. All right, all right. Big Burger says I can't even afford groceries. Yeah, well, they're going up every day. Oh no, Donald Trump said they went like, what the fuck? All right, why did his cabinet keep him off of TV and make sure he keeps his mouth shut? Okay, no Pia, but two T-bones, $60. You got a deal. You got a deal. That out here, that would have been about $90 out here in California. All right. I'm gonna change the batteries in my smoke detector is not beeping. Okay. So I don't know what you're listening to. Rise a buzzy. All right. Hmm. I know what I hear my air conditioner. Okay. which is being replaced sometime this week too. Tomorrow they're coming to replace my dishwasher. It's like after time, everything gets old and it breaks down. That's just the way things go. Alright? Mandy wants a steak now. Folks, that's about all I got to say for today. Okay? So, folks, look at, please subscribe. Come on. And let me know. I'm going to stick there, see who else subscribes so I can give you a shout out. And, folks, hit that like button. Okay? Just keep hitting the like button. It won't hurt you. Alright? Walmart special on those steaks. I don't have a Walmart near me. I wish I did. You know how far, here in Beverly Hills, we don't have like fast food places. We don't have a Walmart, a Kmart, stores like that there. Okay, we don't have them here. All right. Well, you're in Nebraska, so you should be able to get it pretty cheap up there. Okay? You got a lot of cattle. Go out tonight and steal a cow. Oh, who knows? Pretty soon that's what people are going to be doing. Okay? Oh boy, you folks great. I love the comments from you. Thank you for making me smile, making me laugh. I needed it, folks. Okay? So everybody have a blessed day. All right? I'm going to come to you tomorrow with something brand new. Folks, if you haven't joined the membership, it's right there in my profile. Okay, down there. Where is it, Mandy? I tell the people how they can enroll and become a member. Okay, I don't talk about it enough. Alright, I should be talking about it more. So now I'm doing it today. So, folks, let's see how many of you could become a member of the Gangster Squad, Gangster Circle. It's only $4.99 a month. It's not going to break you, and you're going to get valuable, valuable information. Everybody have a blessed day. God bless you. All my love and respect to you all. And thank you so much for coming and joining me this afternoon. Take care.